As an anti-fascist politician, I felt the need to pay my respect in May this year in Moscow to more than 60,000 soldiers who died during the liberation of Slovakia. If such, ladies and gentlemen, if such sovereign and values-based behavior is a crime in Europe, we are on a very bad and dangerous path. If a political activist of the Slovak opposition wanted to assassinate me for my political positions, we are on an even more dangerous path. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been in politics since 1991. I mean in top Slovak politics. And I cannot remember so much nervousness and aggressiveness accumulated in the international community. From outbreaks of wars to trade wars to disrespect in international politics. The European Union, instead of playing an honest peacekeeping role and giving priority to diplomatic efforts, is subject to this nervousness and aggressiveness in equal measure. Any opinion different from the only correct one that is mandatory, pursued particularly by big players in the European Union, is immediately suppressed. All we have to do is to express, for instance, a different opinion about the President of Ukraine, or to refuse to give arms to Ukraine despite the fact that we are helping it in every other way, or to call the strategy of the European Commission to stop all energy supplies from Russia as economically damaging and undermining the EU's competitiveness. The reaction will come immediately. Most recently, Slovakia and Hungary have received a message from a particularly nervous new German Chancellor. In short, his message to us was, if you do not obey and you continue with your sovereign positions, if you do not support one single mandatory political opinion concerning Ukraine and the obligation to spread hatred against Russia, you will be punished. For example, by suspension of EU funds or withdrawal of voting rights. No one, ladies and gentlemen, in the European Union, no one in a peaceful and democratic project should have the right to treat other EU member states in this way, regardless of their size and economic strength.
Reméljük, nem kell szétlőni városokat.
Let's hope we don't have to shoot up cities. And let's hope we don't have to pour billions of dollars into an unwinnable war. The United States can be saved. And the American dream can return. But what about us? What about the apples of Europe? We had a dream too. But my friends have stolen that dream. Brussels has hijacked, derailed our future. Instead of the European dream, we are now getting a nightmare. European people do not feel safe in their own country, in their own city, on their own streets. They have become strangers where they were at home 20 years ago. It's simple maths. They steal their cities from them. This is not integration. This is organized population exchange. Instead of European prosperity, companies are going bust. We pay twice as much for electricity and gas as in the US. The Green Deal, the green transition, is killing our economies. It is slowly becoming a parody. And now, when we are supposed to be negotiating trade and tariffs with a heavyweight US president, it turns out that we only have featherweight leaders. And there goes European freedom. In Europe, things are getting rough. Le Pen is disqualified from the presidential race by a court ruling. Salvini is dragged to court. The AfD is under national security investigation. Patriot events are violently disrupted. Communist, left-wing thugs are attacking the right wing. J.D. Vance is right. Today in Europe, freedom is not being threatened from the outside, but is being overthrown from the inside, and everyone can see that there is trouble, that the whole thing is tottering and crumbling. Change is needed. This cannot go on.